Action!
Cheers, and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren, and today I am looking at Overlord Season 3, Episode 9. I am very excited. We just had Ainz send a rather brutal message to the Emperor, because I think he's of Arantel. I can't remember the names of the places that these people are in charge of, but the Emperor caused some issues for our lovely protags. So we sent them a message. We sent them a message saying, hey, you have to come and apologize, or we'll kill everybody in your kingdom. And to prove that we mean business, we're gonna kill everybody in the town square. And then they did it. Good job, Dark Elf twins. So that's where we're kind of at. I'm excited to get going into how this is going to heat up, because we are approaching the end of the season. So things are going to start really ramping up pretty soon. And like, it's not like they haven't been exciting. Like, I've been pretty invested in this so far, even if I don't remember the names of the places. I need to know what's going to happen with Renner. She's shown up like twice now this season, and I'm like, you are just terrifying, and I need to know what her deal is. Yes, that's the important thing. And I guess I wondered if any of those blue girls, the blue rose, if they're gonna come back. There was that like vampire or whoever, Devil Eye, who had a thing for Ainz. People have been telling me like there are certain things that I just didn't know, or it's like Shaltir was programmed by Ainz's friend to be like like necrophilia turns around stuff, like things that were not well explained in the anime itself. So I do appreciate all of the explanations people have been giving me for the things that I have missed by not reading the story. So thank you. Continue to let me know the things that I'm not getting. And again, I would say probably don't do too many spoilers in the comments, but at the same time, I'm like a season ahead, I think, on YouTube of where things are actually getting posted. So it's probably fine. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm excited to get into this. If you want to get these episodes early and unedited, that means you get the full reaction, you can join our Patreon, or you can become a patron. The link for that is in the description below. Otherwise, we got these on YouTube as well eventually. They're all cut up. I don't know who does that. Let's go. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Wow.
皆殺しにしました。次はこの城にいる人間を皆殺し。やっと出てきた。逃げなかったね。
G、私は相手を侮っていた。私自身がナザリック地下大墳墓に出向き、釈明する必要があるようだ。
I do love the excitement. It's Mara, right? Oh, we massacred everybody! Like, hi! She's so fun. Although I wonder if we're going to see any more of the adventurers who went into the tomb. Some of them were kept around for torture, I know. So I'm curious. I wonder. Okay. War of Words.
陛下、そろそろ起きてくださいますか。
Did anybody else get like sudden Skyrim flashbacks?
まるでわざと失敗しているような違和感を覚える。
では竜王国の女王ですかな。ブライトネスドラゴンロードの血を引く方、生命力を失わせずに蘇生できる古の魔法をも使えるやもしれません。
勘弁してくれ、G。あの若作りババアはごめんだ。 私の嫌いな女1位と2位じゃないか。
Hmm.
レイナースです。
開けろ。
It is interesting that he has a bad vibe about Renner because nobody else seems to have it. There was like that one guy who was like, I knew it. Something was weird about you. I noticed it as when you were a kid. And then this guy now is like, she's sus.
それが4騎士になってもらう際に交わした約束、いや取引なのだからな。さて、
What was that? What was yellow on her handkerchief? What? Ooh.
ズールゴウンの腹見せてもらうとするか。
What was that?
ではまずは天気がよろしくないのでそちらから。
なんだ
That was cool. It's a cool shot.
何これ、暖かくなってきたような。
ジ、一体何が起きているのだ。
コントロールウェザーは第6位回ですが、おそらくより上位の魔法でしょう。これはすごい。
I love it. He's so excited. Oh my god, he's such a little nerd. I mean, I know I was real suspicious of him and stuff earlier, but he's just a little nerd.
ありゃまずいわ。俺ら4騎士が束になって一体抑えきれるかどうかっていうレベルだ。やばい、マジでやばい。
I like that he's surprised by the fact that this place is dangerous when, like, the opening move was to just land a dragon in the courtyard and disintegrate the floor and kill, like, 80 people and then seal it up like it had never happened. Like, yeah, you think it's gonna be dangerous?
素晴らしい素晴らしいパラダイン様さてどうしますか転移の魔法を使って逃げますか
He's like
お入になることもできると思いますぞいやいやこの地の
Oh, he's so... Oh, I love it. I like it when people are so scared they laugh.
そっちの顔の方が好きだぞ、ジ。そして聞き返そう。私が逃げるとでも。
さすがですな、陛下。いや、私の可愛い汁。
His nails are so... I feel like I mentioned them before. They're messed up. I do like him, though. He's like, we could leave. But I think in his head, he's also like, or we can see if we can get some help with our dead people that we want to serve us.
アインズ様、バハルス帝国皇帝ジルクニフルーン・ファーロード・エルニクス、お目通りをしたいとのことです。
よくぞ来られた、バハルス帝国皇帝よ。私がナザリック地下大墳墓が主人、アインズール・ゴウンだ。
歓迎を心より感謝する、アインズール・ゴウン殿。
He's like holding it together very well. I mean, like he's like everyone else was holding it together. He's holding it together surprisingly well. Now that he's been faced with this giant skeleton and his monsters. I like that he's in his like frog demon form instead of his like librarian form.
それではジルクニフ殿、私の部下が礼儀知らずな行為を行ったことで、そちらの貴族がナザリックに面倒を引き起こした件は帳消しとなった。
That was easy.
もはや謝罪の必要はない。もう
That was like, I mean, it's kind of like an interesting power play. Not that I any longer believe that Ainz Algon is capable of that, but like it would be an interesting power play to be like, make the king, like this freaking emperor, incredibly powerful in his own right, come all the way to wherever you are, just to be like, oh yeah, my subordinate was rude to you, so therefore I don't really care anymore. You don't have to apologize. Go home. Like, it's fine. Like, it's like, gee, like the puppetry.
そして私たち帝国は最大限その手伝いをしたいと思う。
ジルクニフ殿にメリットがあるようには思われないのだが、
貴殿らの支配する国と帝国の間で友好的な同盟を結びたいんだ。 将来を見越してね。
See, now we're gonna get him established as a legitimate ruler in this new world, which will allow him easier access to taking things over. At least it can very much, especially if he's got an ally already, because he's got allies with the Empire and he's got allies with the Renner's Kingdom as well in the form of Karn Village and Moman. So like he's starting to like get all of these secret little allies together. He could create some chaos.
今日は同盟者の生まれた良き日だ。祝日にしたいほどだ。
まったくだね。本当にまったくだね。
Ooh, he's
さて
scared.
想定通りに皇帝は動いた。
アインズ様、恐縮ながら質問させてくんなまし。
許そう。
なるほど。
そんなお考えだったんですね。
君たちは本当にアインズ様の計画がそれだけだと思っているのかね。
なんだと。
なんでアリンスか？
I love it when the Demiurge like explains Ainz's plans and Ainz is like, yes, do keep explaining, please. Yes, 100%, that is what I meant. That's a good idea. Like,
モモン、こいつは何を言っているんだ。
どういうことなんでアリンスか？
デミウルゴス、お前が理解したことを他の者たちに説明することを許す。
かしこまりました。
I wonder if it's what I've assumed since the beginning. Because my thought was that he created the adventure, like he's trying to get, my thought, the way I thought that he was going about it, was that he was going to put like footholds in as many legitimate places as he could. He was going to save people as Moman, like, you know, he already introduced himself to, as Ainz to the townsfolk of Karn, but to like get people on his side as much as he can. And like with Moman, he's getting like, he got in good with the royalty of that country. So it's like, and now with the Emperor, he's like, let's make an alliance and we're not going to call them subservient, like an actual alliance, you know, in order to just like get as many legitimate footholds as he possibly can in order to like later be able to just be like, okay, I'm going to take this, and just like, because you can work and slowly and insidiously like that to like, as soon as you get a bunch of people on your side, it's easier. It's like like Ben Franklin's thing. It's like, you know, if you give, you know, you get someone's toe in the door, pretty soon they've got their whole foot in the door. And it's like that. So it's like you let them get their foot in, then they're in your house. And like that's sort of what I assumed he was doing, was getting his foot in the door in as many different places as possible so that soon it's his house now. And that's what I thought the whole time was the plan. So I'm curious if that's what the Demiurge is going to reveal.
しかし G は何もしなかった。まるで G が G ではないようだ。知っていた。ゴーンの力を前もって知っていたからか。
陛下、どうなされました？顔色が。
Right? This is the conversation. This is kind of the conversation that they had earlier, right? Like at the end of last season, where the first time we saw these guys, and I was like, that old guy is sus. Like, right? I think it's like they had that conversation. I don't remember the full details of it now, but I do remember being like, I don't trust this old guy.
褒め言葉と受け止めよう。だからこそ大連合は我々が発起人となることはできない。他国に自主的に動いてもらわねばな。それと並行して奴を倒せるような存在の情報も収集しなくてはならない。
Oh, good luck.
いるさ、いただろう。あの玉座の間に。
Ooh, is he gonna try and get one of the Nazarenes to like go against him? I mean, it's a good idea, and like the Emperor is savvy, so like it's not gonna go well for him, I don't think, in the end. But like, I'm curious to see if he manages to be a thorn.
問題ないわ。これらすべてアインズ様の計画に沿った行動に過ぎないのですから。ですよね、アインズ様。
その通りだ。
常にアインズ様は数手先を見据えていらっしゃる。
So I guess they're saying that, like, the whole plan is to get everyone to band together against them, right? Because that's what Demiurge and Albedo think, is that they're gonna get everyone eventually to band together against them, so that way they can come down with a decisive stroke, get rid of everybody important, and then take over. Yes?
セバスから上がってきた情報を分析した通りの、いや、それ以上に面白い人間だったよ、彼女は。
ああ、私も彼女に会ってみたいわね。
そのうち機会はあると思いますよ。さて、アインズ。
That's interesting too. So they know there's something funky with her because Albedo's like, I kind of want to meet this one. I'm glad I was right about his assumption about Momono.
私としてはアインズ様の崇高なる見地をたたえ剣王がよろしいかと愚行します。
剣王？それだけは。
セバスは？
私はシンプルに王でよろしいと思っておりました。
では私の出番ね。
アインズ様は今後多くの者たちを支配されることとなるだろう。故に魔を導く王、魔導王が良いかと思う。
That's pretty good too.
よかろう。コキュートスの意見を採用する。
I was like, Supreme King's pretty good. Sorcerer King is just a little better.
建国した暁には、私はアインズールゴウン魔導王を名乗ろう。
面会を求めておられます。
Finally!
ここを名乗る二人組です。
We're gonna get to see what happened.
神よ、あなた様こそ第11回。そしてお願いいたします。私にあなた様の教えを与えてください。私が魔法の深淵を覗きたいのです。何卒、何卒。
お前はその対価として何を支払う？
我々は行動しなくてはならない。これは国家間の争いではない。人という種族の存続をかけた未来を守る戦いだ。
All right, all right. Okay. Okay. We're getting in interesting levels now, aren't we? All right. So, I knew that old man was suspicious. And I'm very pleased that I was right about at least half of like what the Demiurge thought was going to happen. Taking over through subtler kind means, which is what I said somewhere. But yeah, no, and I'm curious now. Want to know what the deal is with the lady warrior for the emperor. Like, well, was she all yellow? What was that about? Like, she's got something interesting going on with her. It's interesting to know too that it's not just like me and like that one, the friend of the brother who thought that the princess was a little suspicious, that other people are like, she's not right, she's not quite right. I'm glad it's not just me who had that assumption. I'm curious to see how this this fake alliance is gonna go. Thank goodness. If seriously though, if Ainz didn't have the Demiurge there, he would be incredibly boned. And no pun intended, because he's all bones. But still, he would be in trouble. Like, he's good at the fighting part, so he might be okay, but like, he just keeps kind of stumbling into things working out for him. And I'm just like, I don't know how long you can rely on that. At some point, I mean, no one is really powerful enough to actually make him have too much trouble. But like Codicus did almost lose, like against the lizard people. Like, it is possible for the people of this realm to band together enough to overpower them. Like, it is doable. And Shaltir got really in trouble too from that one magic user. So like, it is possible for the people of this world. They have some stuff that could do some damage. But luckily, the Demiurge is like 8 steps ahead of everybody else, and he just assumes that if he's that many steps ahead, then obviously Ainz is also even more so. Let's see what happens to this old guy. I'm not surprised that he sold out his kingdom for the ability to like learn more about magic. Like, of course he did. That didn't shock me. But I do understand what the Demiurge was saying too. It's like, yeah, an intelligent man is sometimes easier to read than a fool. Because, a fool, they make so many wild decisions. Like, you can't trust. It's like, okay, you never know what they're going to do. But a smart guy, he's not necessarily going to do something stupid. He's going to notice that something is wrong and he's going to try and do something about it. So I can see that where it's easier to know what an intelligent, educated person is going to do as opposed to a fool, or even someone who's not an idiot but just doesn't have the same education that you do, because people go into certain line of work or line of study and then it's really difficult for them to pull out of, well, this is the way that it goes, and I know that because I've spent a lot of time and effort to know that. But there's sometimes, every so often there is a back door, and a fool is more likely to accidentally stumble upon that back door, or someone who's just able to see it in a different light, which is why they have all of those procedurals where it's like, the cop is joined by an author, for instance, or that's why Sherlock Holmes is a popular story, because it's like, yeah, he helps the police, but he doesn't see things from that same perspective. So that was a long rant by me at the end. I'm sorry there. I'm looking forward to episode 10. We are almost finished with this season. And we're going to end up with some kind of battle, I think, which is always fun. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there is another anime you'd like me to look at, make sure you're letting me know in the comments below. I do have still season 4 of Overlord to get through, but then I think I'm caught up. If there's anything else that you'd like me to look at, you can also tell me about that in the comments below. Our Discord is listed below as well. We also have 2 other channels, the Classic Chicago Reacts, and there's also a newer channel called Americans Learn that we're trying to grow as well. If there's anything that you'd like to see there, please let us know. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And if you can become a patron, again, you get these videos early and unedited. So you get to see the full watch-along reaction with me. That's all for today. I will see you next time.